Hey guys! Can everybody hear us? Hello Chris, PP, Tracy Ann, Leslie, Mandy. Mandy's my sister.
Yeah.
Zoe, hello. We've already seen Emily, Leslie, and Karen. Karen was in first. There's Eve, Diva W, there is Eve, I believe. Paula.
Paula and a private
New
Paula.
Zealand. Paula and a private Paula. PP. You'll hear us say PP during the stream. It's private Paula, PP.
Then you got Susan in.
I don't know how you say, is that Gunmarie? Hello! Susan. Susan is helping us with the puzzle game we were playing the other day.
Yes.
Dinah. Hello.
We surprised you.
And there's Heather.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we sort of scheduled this to go live 10 minutes early to make sure everything was working.
Yeah.
Deb, hello. Lovely to see all these people already. We're not even really live yet. Not really live.
No, just thought we should talk to you people since you've come in all nice and prompt.
Does everything sound okay?
Yeah. We're messing with the audio a bit, so yeah.
I'm glad you were glad, Donna.
Ooh, that needs to be changed.
I've got my son Tom with me, who's doing all the techie stuff, doing a brilliant job. We've been all afternoon tinkering with different things, haven't we?
We have a bit, yeah.
He likes to make me jump with noises.
I do, yeah. It's hilarious
Jackie.
every time. She doesn't agree, but it is.
I've just lit the candle you sent me, Jackie.
Yeah.
Calm me down. I get a bit overexcited before I go live.
She's been panicking.
There is no dog, Chris. There is no dog.
Yes.
But there are giveaways again.
Well, happy nearly birthday, I guess.
Yeah,
She celebrates an entire week of birthday. It's awful. We have to buy her a gift every day.
I tend to try and stretch it out for at least a week, 10 days. So it's not actually till Tuesday.
I need to fix that.
No, he hasn't got a dog, Mandy. Chris is winding him up because I was showing off Tom's amazing picture of Archie. You remember Archie, who was my cat, not dog. And I was showing off Tom's painting that he did. So it was his first ever painting. It was brilliant. And he'll probably never bother again. It's
too easy.
So then Chris wanted a picture of the dog, and he did actually get one as a consolation prize when he didn't win. Thank you, PB. Early birthday.
So if anyone joins now and they don't get a message saying you have joined, that's fine. It wasn't meant to say that when Chris joined either. We were doing some testing to make sure stuff was working earlier, and it wasn't. And I forgot to remove the message.
What message are you talking about?
I said you have joined after Chris did. Exclamation mark.
Oh. Did you want to remove that? I didn't think you wanted to remove that.
Yeah, because it'll say that hundreds of times as everyone joins.
Oh, have we got time to change it?
I've already done it.
Oh, well done.
So yeah, probably.
See, he's good. He has got amazing talent, Maddie. He doesn't, he doesn't admit it, but...
Oh, I admit it. I'm amazing. I don't know what you'd do without me, frankly.
Well, the smell of that candle starting to come through now. It's been lit for a while.
I mean, one thing you'd do without me is not live in fear of your doorbell going off every
That's
Sunday.
true, yeah. Jumping out the skin.
Yeah.
And he burnt
He's
himself
funny
today.
every time.
So we've got 4 minutes till we go properly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
We don't want to show our faces before 8 o'clock.
Scary thing is that
might scare young children.
My youngest son, who is sitting next to me now, will be 40 this year. That is scary stuff.
Yeah,
So Jackie is going to be going off-piste tonight and starting to crochet a chunky blanket.
Nice.
See how far you can get in 2 hours. Well, if it's chunky and you're used to crochet, you can probably get quite a way into it. I think crochet is so quick, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
And you're setting up Discord. We only set up the Discord thing yesterday, and I'm really enjoying it. I just think it's a really nice, easy way to chat and also share pictures and files and all sorts of things. Yeah, I'm really sort of getting into it. So
it's really good.
We will every so often we'll we'll put the Discord link up. You could do it again now if you feel like
Could
it.
do, yeah.
Talking about it.
Let's do that.
And
Oh, it might change the scene to show our faces when I do the exclamation mark. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't.
So if you've already got Discord, then you'll go straight there. If not, it's just a very simple registration process. It's all free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we set up some handy
Thank
things
you,
in
Leslie.
there. Like, there's an announcement channel which will show in any of the collaborators.
Yeah, so all the people, my own videos and all the people that I do the Inspired by collaboration with, all of our videos will come up in the announcements channel.
Yeah.
But you can share stuff you've made for the Inspired by. You can share any pieces you've made. There's public galleries there where you can share stuff. There's a space for like sharing funny memes and things like that.
Yeah.
Or just for chatting,
Got a place where you can create AI images.
Hey, look, my husband is still awake.
Way.
John.
Hi, John.
It won't be long.
And steamy pics.
And I was just going to say, there's a special room there for Zoe. Be careful before you go into the steamy room. Just warning you. And there's Lorna. Hello. And Smut. Okay, must be time. Nearly. No, not quite.
I mean,
Steamy pics. Yeah, it's a bit
unsurprising.
It's a bit one-sided. It's mostly got Zac Efron and
yeah.
oh my god, Jensen Ackles in at the moment.
But you don't have to join in with that room. If
You don't
that
have to
offends
go
you.
in there. You could just look away.
It is marked as not safe for work, so you have to agree that you're willing to see that content before going.
Yeah.
So we'll accept no complaints about it being steamy.
There's also a space in there where you can put in ideas and suggestions.
Yeah.
What else have we got in there?
There's a guessing game.
Oh yeah, I want to have a go at
Gartic
that.
phone, but without the phone part. Basically, images come up and we have to guess.
I think maybe next time we do like a little live, like a normal Saturday night live, we could have a go at that for part of the time at least, because I think that's really fun. But it would have to be people would have to be in the. Or the other thing you can do in Discord, whether I or any of the other collaborators are there, you could just do a voice chat if you feel like it.
Yeah.
Just anybody can do it. Hey Dolores.
Hey Dolores.
How you doing? You got the chat now.
Nice.
Well, brace yourselves because you're about to see our gorgeous faces. So
Yes, I put some effort in and I look amazing. You're also present.
it can only go downhill from here.
Oh, there we go. We've just hit 8 o'clock.
Yay!
Let's
go for it then.
Hey. Hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah, we got sound effects.
We recycled this screen because
Yeah, we've
I
been a
like
bit
it,
lazy.
and it is another party. Hey, baby. And Gabby. Hello, Gabby. Oh, we got plenty of people for a party already. Look. Woohoo! So
We need to celebrate you turning 62.
shut up. With a nearly 40-year-old youngest son.
Yeah. I'm a younger son. Completely bald.
So the everybody that's here will already know we're going to be drawing the giveaways later today. Later this evening, probably towards the end, about 10 minutes before 10. We'll finish at 10. We'll do the draw about 10 to. At some point during the evening, hopefully he doesn't forget. ScrawlrBox Chris will be coming on, and so I've got some questions written down to ask him. I've put my head together with Zoe's helped me out, Emily and Carmel. They've all helped me come up with some questions to ask him, so that'd be good. I hope he doesn't forget. I sent him the link, but the trouble is he's busy. He's got young kids and stuff, so he's going to join us when he gets free. So could be any time, but it doesn't matter because we can just stop what we're doing. So who here is going to be joining in with the No, there's no Natalie and Brew yet. Sorry.
Not yet, Chris, no.
Maybe next time.
I mean, join the Discord. You can put her in there yourself.
Yeah, you can put what you like. You can put what
Within
you like.
reason.
Yeah. Yeah, pictures is one thing.
We know what you like.
We don't want it burning on. No porn, thank you. We could always have 2 separate steam rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Lorna. We just found you in Strawberry Dawn. I wonder which dawn that is. I wonder if it's...
Waving to everyone.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely to see you all in Discord. Hopefully it'll be a nice little community thing.
Yeah, I just think it'll be an easier way for everybody to sort of come together. And I just think you'll kind of maybe like we'll get to know each other a little bit better. I think in Discord it feels more...
Yeah. It's basically, for those who don't know, it's basically sort of... It's not quite a social network. It's not like Facebook. It's more of a chat type thing, yeah. So you have these so-called servers that you join, which tend to be like a community of related things. So we've got our thing set up for artists and such. Yeah. It's the Arty Farty Discord.
But obviously you end up talking about all sorts of other stuff as well, as we have already.
And it's a free thing to join. Unlike social networks, you have to put in a whole load of stuff about yourself. You just give it a username and a password, and you can then talk to... You just jump in, really, and it just happens by itself. The bot should give you a link in a second. If you click on that, it will guide you through installing Discord. Yeah. Signing up for an account, joining the server. And you can install the app on your phone or whatever, but you can also do it just via a browser, can't you? I don't think you need to install anything. If you're doing it on a PC or a Mac or whatever, you can just go in via a browser. Just basically go to the website. You feel like you need to know Tom more? Well... Yeah, well, you will definitely get to know him more. Yeah. In Discord, Chris. And then you'll also... it links to other people who are on Discord. So, like, Tom's got his own Twitch channel. Yes. And PP, that you've seen in here already, he's got a Twitch channel. And... So you can find them and via the Discord server. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a nice way to keep in touch with people. He's he's quick off the mark there. Has anybody else joined the giveaway yet? So you can, if you've already been and entered the giveaway on Facebook or Instagram, then switch to you'll have got 2 entries already. Yeah. Pardon? Should we switch? Get away from this annoying. Yeah, let's go to yeah. So, now see if I put a piece of tape here so I could know, so I would know where to put. So here, you tried so hard. Here you will see scrolling. Oh, after the logo, you will see scrolling pictures of the giveaway. So there's 3 separate giveaways, and there they are. So this is the you can see the journal wrap there. This is my own personal one, but I'm going to make a journal wrap especially for the person who wins, so you can let me know what colours you'd like and that kind of thing. And you can type ! join as many times as you like, but we will only allow it once, Chris. And if you've already entered the Instagram and Facebook giveaway posts, then you'll get 3 entries altogether. Yes. And yes, Susan, asking your 17-year-old will definitely work. They will be able to help you with that for sure. To be honest, I could ask a 5-year-old and they'd probably know more than me, but... True, yeah. But once you're in there, honestly, if I can do it, if it makes sense to me, honestly, it's not, it can't be difficult. Especially if you're only in the one server as well. It's like any kind of notification you get will be about this thing. Apart from it, I find it quite handy just to let me know when my friends' videos are going up. It's nice that, isn't it? Yeah. Chris is determined to win that. Chris has started already. Yeah. Just gonna put a quick note into the bot to not allow entries from Chris. Leslie, you've got to go ! Join, or the bot won't pick you up. Yeah. Do it again if you're not sure, because it'll only let you go in once anyway. But if you don't do that ! It won't find you. Yeah, we've made it a bit more open to things going a bit strange, but it does need the exclamation mark in there, or it won't start looking at it. And Diane's had one already. We did a swap, so Diane's had one of my wraps already. I think Diane's choice was to have pinks and purples, I believe. Nice. And she said one of the things she sent me was this really kind of wacky design shirt that her son had given her husband, I think. And so she asked me to include a little couple of bits of that in, which I did. It worked really well. Yeah. Unfortunately, the exclamation mark does need to be at the start of the line, not at the end. Put exclamation mark first, then join.
Yeah.
Exactly as the bot sheet. So exclamation mark join. Last time a couple of people did the letter I and join.
Yeah,
I don't know why that won't work either. So it's got to be exclamation mark, exclamation point. Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah, the bot
How
is
you
a little
doing?
bit picky about things, so apologies for that.
That's it. Exactly as Dolores has done it there. Lizzie has done it there.
Yeah.
19 people in the server now. Wow.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Brilliant.
Lots of people entering. Very nice.
No, Chris. When Tom was setting up earlier on to allow for fluctuations, you were one of the names that came up.
Yeah, we did allow for a certain amount of Chris.
Shorts was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be brilliant, Zoe. Keep us updated as we go along. John's still joining in. Exclamation mark snore. That won't work.
It won't work, John, because we won't hear it. It's too quiet.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Leslie. If your name comes out of the bag, let Chris Eve have it. Oh,
Don't let him win.
that's very sweet of you.
That's what he wants.
Milo is there as well. Is Milo going to join the Discord? Leah. I don't recognise that name. Yes, I do.
people.
I recognise that from Instagram, I think. Maggie. Oh, lovely serious people. There's Christine. Okay, I guess I could start doing something now. So how many people have actually brought along the stuff to join in and do what I'm doing, and who's got other stuff? Who's going to be doing what this evening? I know Jackie said she's going to be crocheting.
Exciting.
There's Pepper Cloud
I'm going to be watching.
or Unicorn or
Yeah.
I think she's got three different names. Pepper Cloud. I love that name.
It's a nice name.
So
Inktober 52.
Leah's cooking. That's fine. I cooked ours earlier and I cooked tomorrow's dinner at the same time. There's my lovely candle going.
Both Emily and Zoe catching up on Inktober 52.
I've seen some lovely stuff coming up for Inktober 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that's one prompt a week rather than...
Yeah. Which is a bit more doable. I got bogged down with Inktober, with weekly Inktober.
Yeah. Too easy to get
Baby's laying on the
caught
couch
up
with
in
the
trying
dog.
to catch up on things, if you'll forgive the pun.
Yeah. Yeah. Pepper. We'll call you Pepper.
Yeah.
So Dinah says she was one of the first people on Instagram to follow me and one of the first people in the community to comment on my post. So thank you. Oh,
Nice.
you're so welcome.
Yes.
We're all here to support each other, and I think we can all.
It's
we
a
can
nice
all
little
inspire
community
each
we've
other.
got going on here, isn't it? Just following the Discord.
Mostly, I'm touch wood because I suppose that's always the exception. But mostly, the sort of arty, creative community
Yeah.
is very kind and supportive.
Yeah, there's always
I've
going to be a
had
few
any
terrible
horrible-
people in any community.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't seem to have had any particularly
Paula.
awful ones at all.
Different Paula. No. Or just got the aloe vera. It's probably not essential, and I might suggest a couple of things you could try instead as we go
Yes,
along.
you did
but,
experiment with a few different things, didn't you?
yeah,
before?
but I found the aloe vera just seemed to work better.
Easier to get hold of than some of them as well. Isn't it?
Reverse colouring.
Nice.
I've seen
yeah.
now. Did you post something about that, Susan, in the Facebook group maybe or something? I remember somebody showing it. I look at so much stuff.
And yes,
I
if you
love the
could
look of
PP,
the
that'd be
reverse
great.
colouring. Why is Chris apologising? Anybody on Flickr? I don't really do Flickr. I didn't ever get into Flickr. People are saying I could be a dick too if you need me to. To drink tea. Sometimes maybe do some petty because for Paula it's first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Right. Well, mine, Tracy, isn't until Tuesday actually, so I'm spreading it out a good deal.
Yeah.
Emily's bought that. I'm dying to see what Emily does with that reverse colouring book as well. It looked it looked gorgeous. Right, I'm going to start doing something here.
Yeah. Get on with it.
And what we've got to remember to do as well is keep an eye on the
Yes, I keep checking
Video
the
Ninja thing, just to because just hopefully at some point Chris will appear. I've got my questions there for him.
I'm sure
Or
if
he
you
might
can't make
completely
it,
forget.
then the other Chris will be happy to fill in.
Yeah, we'll just pretend
Yeah,
it's him.
As long as we offer him a prize.
We'll just send someone else a video ninja link, and someone else can come on and answer the same questions.
Yeah, if anyone could pretend to be him, that would be...
It wasn't Susan. Yeah, somebody. I can't think who it was now. There's Kerry. Hello. Thank you. It's early for my birthday, but hey, nothing wrong with started early.
We say happy birthday to Aconite almost every day. So.
Yes, we do. So what I'm going to do, here's a little look at the art journal that I made for myself. For future ones, instead of doing this, I'm going to make it one long one so you can wrap it round and round. Well, I can't see what I'm doing now. Oh, look at that cat. So I can wrap it round and round. It makes it more adjustable. So this is what I've got in mine at the moment. This is what I'm going to be using tonight. So, with these, even if you don't do drawing and painting and stuff, you can put whatever you like. So I happen to have, these are some of the little drawings I've been getting ready for my motifs in a minute.
Yeah.
There's all my Inktense pencils and my brush. And here's my, do you know what I have lost? It's the sample. Oh, there they are. There's one of them.
Good plan, Zoe.
Ah, there it is. So these are the little thingies I'm going to be making. And I thought this is because I know some of the people that watch my videos like the arty stuff and some like the stitchy stuff and the crafty stuff. So I thought this is something that is kind of maybe appeal a bit to lots of people. So I'm just using scraps of fabric. This is an old shirt. This is old shirt pockets here. So if you haven't got what you need, just go and pinch your husband or your dad's or your brother's old shirt or something, or an old blouse or whatever, and then just whatever little scraps to back them with afterwards. And it's really, that's just like running stitch and chain stitch, which I can show you if you want, but I think probably most people could probably cope with that. People, you're going to have a go. And then I've got some different motifs. I've just drawn them out ready so I didn't have to think about it too much tonight, because I know when I'm chatting and watching what everyone's saying, so they're just like really simple, small, and because this fabric's so thin, I can probably, I can actually see through, so I don't even need to. I could use a pencil and sketch them out first, but I probably don't even need to. So I've also got, this is my similar, I've made a needle. It's going to be a needle book, but it's got a bit elaborate. I've got all my needles in there, my threader, and some thread there, that's for pins. So, but I don't need that for a little while. I've got an ink pad you could use stays on, like any kind of permanent ink, and alphabet stamps, but I'm going to try some just writing directly on with the Inktense pencils as well. So you could do this with watercolor pencils, but with Inktense, the thing is that it's not watercolor, it's ink, but in a pencil form. So when you activate it with water, it gets really, really vibrant and it becomes permanent. And you can heat set it with an iron, but I haven't ever bothered doing that, and it's still pretty permanent.
I mean, it is an ink, isn't it? Ink tends to stain things.
Yeah, and this isn't anything I'm going to wash a lot.
Watercolours, but it really is important that Inktense isn't watercolour, because there are some important ways in which it doesn't act like it.
Yeah, it doesn't do the same as watercolour does. Yeah.
She does have a light box of some description, I believe. Yes.
Yes, but I don't need it because, as you can see, I can very easily see through that without a light box.
Yes, it's quite a thin.
Yeah, I have, but I wanted to make this kind of, obviously you need to have Inktense pencils to do that, but...
oh, you pimped up an apron.
I didn't want to use that too much.
We have to see pictures of that.
Who's saying that?
That's Diva.
So that's, I think she said last time she's called Eve.
Oh, Eve. Okay, yes.
Just above Chris Eve there.
Yeah, confusing.
Picked up an apron. Yeah.
And I have implemented the idea that Emily suggested. I've made a special channel in the Discord server for people to post things in as they're following along with the live.
Brilliant. Oh, that'd be lovely.
So you can find
it. So actually they're now. So
I think I named it live stream follow along or something.
Oh, brilliant. So if you have joined the Discord and you're here, show us, you can post in there pictures of what you're up to. Yeah,
it's under the public gallery category called live stream follow along.
So if you look down the left hand side of the Discord screen, you'll see all the different categories there.
Well, I guess we could show the Discord thing slightly. We made the ability to show.
Should we do that? We'll just show you what it looks like, so you know if like me, you had no idea what to expect when you first see it.
It's cool. The Discord capture is not working.
That's a shame.
Bear with me again.
Right, I'm going to carry on with this then.
Well, that's fun. It just doesn't want to find it anymore.
Oh. What's the only thing that's gone wrong? Attachment. Right, I'm going to take these out. Ready?
Oops. Oh, hang on. Now it is just showing it. Cool.
There.
So that's what Discord looks like, kinda.
You probably can't see it very well there. You'd need to go on to have a look. But so all down that left-hand side, you can see the different sections. And
we're on live chat. Yeah, don't worry.
And there's one called...
I can make this a bit bigger for the moment.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Don't worry about that going over the top, that's fine.
So it's that one called Public Gallery there, and you can...
Yeah, bear with us a second. Yeah, we've got the Public Gallery thing here, and under there we've got live stream follow along. And then here you can post images. I believe you press the plus thing here and you can upload a file. Or you can just drag and drop an image into this window. Yeah. And it will put it in there.
That's what I tend to do if I'm on a PC. That's what I tend to do.
It's all very easy to use.
Exactly. Once you get used to it, I find it more user-friendly than Facebook or Instagram for sharing stuff, actually.
Yeah.
It just took me a little while to sort of try it properly, really. Yeah. So I better start doing something, hadn't I? As usual, I probably won't do much.
Yeah,
a cute cat.
It's a cute cat.
I saw the cute cat too.
We should probably make a channel for cat pictures.
Because YouTube is weird with chat. Oh,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It's not. We think it's probably not as good as Twitch chat, really, is it?
But, it's much worse.
Yeah.
But it works, kind of.
We've been on for 20 minutes, or in fact, we've been on for half an hour already because we went on early. Well, at the moment, I'm on black coffee, but I have got a gin and tonic to one side.
Emergency gin. We've managed to get the bot to do a reminder every 10 minutes about the exclamation mark join, which wasn't working last time. And frankly, I didn't change anything to fix it. It just started working.
Yeah, weird. I have had an update of something or other. Look at these amazing scissors, eh? Love these scissors. I'll come to the stitching bit later. Let's So which one, has anybody got any preference? Which one of these shall I do first?
Do the dog.
There is no dog.
Just saying before Chris does.
Let's discover your channel. Love your logo. Oh, thank you, Deb. I really loved making them. Yeah. You've had your scrap bags from Bazaar. Good.
Nice.
And you're crocheting. Jackie's also crocheting. I've never tried knitting socks.
Eve says the sun.
Gin and tonic, the sun. The sun. Okay, I'll go for the sun. That's a nice easy one, thank you. Okay, I could have done with a bit slightly bigger pair of scissors for doing this bit. I'm just going to tear this straight first, I think.
You broke it.
Yeah. I never throw any of my bits away. There's always something you can do with them. Always.
Yeah.
However small they are.
Sometimes small things aren't terrible.
This is a nice way to use tiny bits of old shirts or tiny bits you've got left over from other projects. Or it would be a way to, you could do it as almost like a memory thing because you could back it with little pieces of, your kids' clothes or your favourite shirt that you can't get into anymore. Does anybody else find that their clothes shrink every year?
Yes, I've been finding that quite a lot. Yeah.
Mine has shrunk about 2 sizes this year.
Emily would like to know if you ever tried to make a stained glass window.
No, but that is something I'd love. I'd tell you what, if I
didn't have most of the stuff for it.
I've got the soldering stuff.
Got some copper tape.
Yeah.
For going around the
I feel like that's something I'd want to go to a proper workshop on. I wonder if there might be a workshop reasonably locally. It's something I'd love to do. Yeah. Really, I would love it.
In to say hi. Hi, Claire.
Hey, Claire. I went and met with Claire and her partner Martin. So we met up in Ely a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah.
More than a couple of weeks ago.
Sounds like you had fun.
It was really good. It was an amazing day. And Claire, someone else who's got one of my journal wraps.
They are finding their way around now.
Yeah,
she won for her birthday.
The flower.
The flower. I'll do the flower next. And I'm doing the sun now because somebody said the sun first. And then I'll do the flower. Bloom. So I think with shine, I might stamp it out. And with bloom, obviously, I'll have to handwrite it.
Of course.
Right, so there's my little square. I should be able to do this reasonably quickly.
That's what it is. Yes, the calories sneak into your wardrobe at night and make your clothes smaller.
I bet that is it. Paula wants the birdhouse. Well, hopefully I can do a few of these. Yeah.
Is it the calories while they're in the wardrobe? Do they eat one half of every pair of socks?
No, that's your wardrobe.
Yeah. My trick with that is to buy 100 pairs of identical socks.
Yeah.
Checkmate calories.
You very nearly went out the other day, didn't you, with a Christmas sock on one foot and a normal black sock on the other. You don't believe it. That's exactly what he's got on.
I did it on purpose for the screen. Anita says hi, everyone. Happy birthday.
With a really, really simple... Thank you, Anita. With a really, really simple design like this, which is why I just came up with some really simple designs. You could just go straight onto the... As long as you're confident with it. Straight onto the fabric. You need to kind of stretch it a little bit. I find anyway, just stretch it a little bit while you put the pencil on.
So it doesn't just...
Yeah, because otherwise...
flex about while you're trying to...
It's just going to, you know...
Yeah.
And the thing is with Inktense, whether you're using it on paper or fabric, is that it doesn't look all that to start with, but then it's once you activate it with water that the magic happens and it becomes really vibrant. However... Yeah,
I've seen some people doing stuff on YouTube with them being really disappointed because they didn't realise you had to activate them.
Yeah.
They're just, like, not very good coloured pencils.
I mean, they're okay. They're still okay coloured pencils.
Yeah, but when you hear people raving about them and you see that...
And then you see that, you think, oh... And I'm not bothering about... Normally, I'd be careful about... You know, if it's normal coloured pencils, I'd probably go in small circles, or I'd be more careful to get. But it doesn't matter for what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to get a quick coverage now because speed is of the essence this evening as well.
I suppose if you're doing a big piece, you could kind of stretch it out on a frame like a canvas.
Yes, you could even use an embroidery. If you've got an embroidery hoop, that would be a good way to do it.
You'd probably want it kind of the wrong way round to normal, so it would still rest flat against the surface, though, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. I just tried to keep it simple and not need too many things. Obviously, you do need Inktense pencils. You could do it with watercolour. It just wouldn't be permanent. But if you're just going to put it on, because what I want to use these for, I've lost them again. There they are. Is to put on things like this. So if I was wanting something to go on the front of my needlework case, you know, book, whatever, wrap. But the thing is, when you need to activate these with water, but if you activate them with water on fabric, the water just keeps moving. So the colour moves outside of the line, which can be really pretty. You can get lovely artistic effects with that. I've seen some beautiful things done with that and then quilted and stitched into and all sorts of things. But I want to be quite controlled with this. So that is where the aloe vera comes in.
Yeah.
I tried a couple of other things. I can't think what. I'll try and remember to add a link. I'll put it in the Discord and I'll put it in the description of this video because it'll still be up on YouTube afterwards. But I did a video where I think it was Create This Book. It's on the Create This Book playlist.
Colour Splendor was one of the things you would have tried, I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an alcohol marker colourless blender type thing.
It was alcohol in some form. I think I might have just used, because I have this like IPA stuff in a big bottle because I use it for all sorts of things. I used that and that was fairly successful. And I tried a normal alcohol hand gel and I tried a hand gel that had aloe vera in. I tried all sorts of different ones with varying degrees of success. So if you're interested, have a look at that. But actually, having said that, there's people on YouTube doing Inktense on fabric way more expertly than me, so I would say if you type Inktense fabric into YouTube,
and yes, Paula, a hoop probably would be an idea.
Yeah,
not
I think
worth
a hoop,
it for something this
but
small,
like Tom said, use it the other way up to what you would normally. So you've got you need something firm underneath. Yeah. So then all I'm going to do is squirt a tiny bit of this aloe vera out onto, and it is lovely for moisturising hands.
True,
as well.
It's definitely worth giving a go, Kerry,
nice.
because I mean, like I've said before, we've got a nice little community here. It'd be nice if we've got a way that we can all keep in touch without, we can have a chat like this without having to be in a live stream every time.
And like I say, you can go on there and have voice chats amongst yourselves anytime. I don't have to be there. None of the other collaborators or moderators or anything have to be there. You can just chat, can't you?
We can do silly things like set up a voice chat thing and do a Netflix watch party where we all sit there at the same time and watch.
And I'd love to have a go at playing that Gartic game. So you can see here the difference between where I've activated it and where it should. Look how vivid the colour becomes.
It does make a massive difference.
Yeah.
Actually, PP, I did allow for a space after the exclamation mark because I know that on some phone keyboards it automatically adds the space, which is very annoying. So it should work even if you have that space in there.
We even allowed for the possibility of shorts coming on and actually writing the words exclamation mark.
We did, yeah. If you're watching shorts, we know what you like.
But we didn't allow for no exclamation mark at all.
No, unfortunately, we have to have some kind of exclamation mark. Otherwise, every time someone said the word join at all, it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see how quick and easy that is, even though I'm chatting and not really concentrating, and I never do my best when I'm trying to do anything live. But how quick and easy that was. And I think you could definitely do a similar thing with watercolour pencils. And to be honest, you could do it with a good quality normal colour pencil because you're going to stitch over anyway.
True.
And at least it won't run. You could try it with different kinds of markers and things, and there are fabric markers and stuff. I just worry about the fact that it's going to bleed outside of those lines again.
Yeah.
What
would you do to set it if you're using something like watercolour pencils?
That's the thing. With this, you can make it permanent by applying heat. With watercolour pencils, I don't think you can make it permanent. I think as soon as it gets near water, it's going to move again. I don't know.
You might be able to get some kind of fabric-safe acrylic medium that you could put over it and seal it on both sides.
Yes, you could try that.
But I'm assuming something like that would work. Can't guarantee it.
But I'm such a massive fan of these Inktense pencils. I would just say, just go out and buy a couple and try them because you can buy them individually. They're not massively expensive. I ended up buying a whole set of 72.
As you guys might have noticed by now, I'm not an artist. But even I've enjoyed.
You got on really well.
Yeah. I got the pencils and barely used them. Got some of the Inktense pan things.
Yeah, like a watercolour pan.
Did a very easy painting and then never bothered again.
Yeah. That painting's in the other room now, otherwise I would get it out and show it again.
Yeah,
I don't know why, because it really annoys me.
I don't know why, because it's really not very good.
Okay.
Inktense blocks, yeah.
Yeah, I love Inktense blocks. We got some of them in Scrawler once, didn't we?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Again, if you don't know what they are, you would just think, watercolours, but they're just like,
In case anyone was wondering, no, we're not sponsored by Inktense, we just love them.
Nah.
Can you recommend a good fixative spray? I know you can recommend a bad one.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for a good fixative spray. What are you trying to fix? Who's asking this?
Is Emily asking?
Yeah. I want a good fixative spray for pastels and things, and it's that Spectrafix. This I do not recommend, especially for oil pastels.
Yeah.
I was furious with it. I paid 20 quid all but for this, and it was a big investment, and I'm furious. And then I went and bought another bottle because one of the problems is it comes out in great big droplets and lands on your piece.
Yeah, it's nice that it doesn't have any nasty propellants or anything. It's got manual pumping, but the pump isn't very good.
No, and it tells you to do it vertically. So you're holding your piece here and you're spraying it vertically 18 inches away. So you spray it, and of course most of the spray lands short of the piece. I bought a bottle that did a finer mist. That didn't really work very well either because that kept gunking up.
Yeah.
I managed to spray this. I put it on one of my Sennelier oil pastel pieces, so that's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't for me because I won it. but it's expensive. I've just dipped the end of the pencil in that.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, it's nice in hand.
Ruined everything.
And when it finally dried, it had these great big droplets on, and where the droplets were popped off and took the colour with it. Ruined it.
Yeah,
absolutely ruined it.
Part of the reason they're telling you to spray it from so far away is because the heavier droplets will hopefully fall before they hit the piece.
But I didn't find anything much was hitting the piece that far.
Well, no, that's the problem. because it's one way to stop the droplets, but what they don't seem to care about, or they do care about for a bad reason, is that you're wasting half the product.
Yeah. So it's not going to last very long. And for 20 quid, that's...
Yeah.
You can tell by my voice, probably. I was furious.
But on the plus side, it's odour-free, non-toxic, and all natural.
So has anybody
Made from a
suggested...
milk-based protein, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, that is brilliant. An Inktense convert, Anita, yeah, I love them.
Yes, lots of people
Gabby
love
suggested
Inktense in here.
that Cass own art brand, and I think they've got a sale at the moment, Cass Art, haven't they? Yeah. Because I think they've got some of those fluid system. What are they? What we've got in the Scrawler at the moment? System 3 acrylic, fluid acrylics, which I really like. So I might go in and get some of them.
Yeah.
I'm taking way too long to do this. I always say this, don't I, when I'm doing a live though?
You do, yeah. And I can guarantee you from what I've been seeing in chat that everyone is going to be very disappointed if you don't finish everything that you start.
It's a good job they're all lovely people, even though
I think
you're
it was
horrible,
Emily
isn't
who
it?
said that she would track you down and murder you if you didn't finish this. It's always the quiet, innocent ones, isn't it? Turn out to be murderers.
I'm not listening to him, Emily, don't worry. Almost everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie.
That's true, yeah. Or is it?
Okay, so that is my basic sunshine. I'm just going to leave that to dry for a little bit, but it will dry very fast because it's kind of really pretty much alcohol gel, isn't it? Well, I don't know if this is alcohol gel.
Yeah.
It probably isn't. I would say if you haven't got aloe vera gel, have an experiment with any kind of hand gel that you've got, alcohol-based gel. I did try neat alcohol as well. Just have a little careful experiment and see how you get on.
Yeah, if you've got hand sanitizer, it'll probably work.
And if all else fails, to be honest, if it goes outside the line, it can be a really pretty effect, and you can just do some more lines of stitching around it and make it look really pretty. So it does go into your hands really nice and fun. It feels nice, doesn't it?
Emily's got her scythe ready.
Got a what ready?
Scythe.
Scythe?
For murdering you, yes. Don't worry, I'll give you her address later, Emily. Actually, you've probably already got her address because you bought one of your things.
Now. Last time we did that big party live, we had to stop every 10 minutes to do a giveaway, and every 20 minutes and interview someone, didn't we? Interview, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose interview, yeah.
We've got some fun things planned still, even though we haven't got as many of those. Like, I'm going to be scaring her at various points throughout the stream.
Better not.
What are you going to do?
I need to just get this seam out of here.
To our stitch ripper.
Or do we need to check for Chris again?
I've been having a look now and then. Nothing yet.
It'd be awful if you just forgot.
No, I say nothing yet. There he is.
There he is.
We got Chris.
I wonder if he's watching the stream. Can he hear us? No, he doesn't look as if he can.
Probably not. He can't hear us right now. No.
Okay.
Well, Chris should be able to hear us now. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris,
we can't
you
hear you
us?
yet. Bear with us a second while we set stuff up.
I was just saying.
Are you ready to go?
Oh, should we check and see if Chris is there yet? Wouldn't it be awful if he forgot?
Right, let's go to the right thing.
Oh, I can't get this undone. I'm going to get my questions ready for Chris now.
Right, we can now see Chris. I think
Hey,
we might have
Chris.
to hear you as well.
Hello.
Hey, yes, we do. Hello.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, it's actually not till Tuesday.
Oh, that's enough. See you later.
No, come back. But it is, yeah, I like to stretch it out, you know, get a good
Yeah,
week,
why
10
not?
days out of it. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm all right.
You gave us all a bit of a shock this morning, mate.
Sorry.
With that email, I nearly fell off my chair.
That was yeah. Apologies for that. It was kind of purposeful.
Yeah.
I wanted to grab your attention, I guess.
Certainly got our attention, and I know myself and at least 2 other people have already been on and taken advantage, so
No, good.
it certainly did the
Excellent.
trick. In case
Yeah.
anybody wonders what we're talking about, we all got an email this morning. I guess anybody who's on the mailing list saying
Yeah, but a lot of
closing
people
down
should have been
sale. No, but you're closing the shop.
Yeah.
As it
Well, we're
is.
kind of just trying to basically we're trying to work out like how we can give more value to subscribers, active subscribers, and you know we're making some changes and kind of wanting to that we are having still things on the shop, but we're having less previous boxes, maybe not all of the previous boxes, and then having some that are only available to their subscribers, so they can get like exclusive products and things like that, and then maybe some exclusive content and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just kind of trying to make it more back to what it used to be about the subscription rather than just art supply. So we kind of make it less about, more about the subscription thing. So I know people will be upset and say they can't. We've had people commenting saying that they can't afford to subscribe and they would wait for the boxes, but at the same time we can't afford just to be doing sales like this all the time on previous boxes. So just kind of just changing the way we do things a little bit, and kind of,
and I think it's good that, it's good that it's kind of showing appreciation for the people that are supporting you all the time as well, isn't it?
Exactly,
because obviously if you're subscribed, occasionally you get a box you're not so happy with, but sometimes that makes you try something you wouldn't have tried otherwise, lots of times.
The point is, and then people have been saying, well, what if I, but I only wait till the boxes I like, and it's fine, but that's not really the point of it. If you only like watercolors and you're only going to buy the watercolor supplies, then you should probably just go to the art shop.
Go to an art shop.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Shop set up for that.
So, Chris, sorry. I better introduce, in case anybody hasn't already heard me raving about ScrawlrBox. I'm a massive fan, and this is Chris, the founder of Scrawlrbox. I've put his Instagram handle below, Doodle Chris.
My personal Instagram on there.
Oh,
I don't think I got
well, it's on the thing.
That's fine. That's fine.
And it's have a look at his Instagram. I love your artwork, so everybody should check that out. So I have got 6 questions for you, Chris. I think you've kind of already answered one of them.
Okay.
So Emily and Zoe and Carmel have helped me put our heads together a little bit, and we come up with some questions. We might not have time for all of them. I know you're busy.
So I already got grilled on our live stream by Steph. We gave her a guest spot, and she started grilling me. I was like, oh, he was supposed to come and talk about your artwork, and he started just grilling me.
I missed that live stream. I watched it back last week, though. I think it's brilliant you're doing, because it does give you a little peek. I think that was one of my questions was going to be. Hang on.
Sorry.
So I'm going to do them all out of order now.
Throwing you off already.
Yeah. So I'm going to go straight to question 4, because I love that you're starting to do the lives, and it's nice because it gives us that little peek behind the scenes. Yeah. So my number 4 question was, I've always had this picture of Scrawler HQ in my head, like you're some kind of weird, like Willy Wonka or Santa in this kind of really strange sort of Santa's workshop situation. And you've got like Kat and Lee sat in one corner with the PCs, and then there's like all these shelves with art supplies on, and a big bench where there's little elves packing the boxes. So what's it really like?
It's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore. And to be fair, there's not really many. I mean, this is, I'm at home now in my office at home, and we do have an art office where we all come together. But most of we don't pack any of the boxes or ship any of the boxes from here. I mean, I used to do that way back in the first couple of years, like 4 or 5 years ago, until it got too many. Like it was all like hand wrapped and packed by myself, and then it's got too much. It's taken up all my weekends and things. I still had a full-time job at that point, so I outsourced it to a fulfillment company. So they do all the picking and packing. So any kind of orders I make on suppliers don't come near anywhere, so I don't really see them until I get the box as well. So my first ScrawlrBox is the same complete as the same one that you guys will see, and I get it at the same time. Obviously I have a lot of samples and a lot of things. So I when I'm speaking to suppliers, I'm talking about products and they'll be sending me stuff. So obviously I've got a lot of things around, but certainly not everybody's boxes, and we're not all doing that. I'd like to do that, but it's just not. That's
not practical.
Not really feasible.
Yeah, a fulfillment company is like a whole other business, and that's a whole separate speciality. So I'd rather get someone else.
That's not the fun part of it, is it?
No, I don't know. I quite enjoyed picking and packing them when I was first doing it, but it does take a long time. But,
So these questions all merge into one a little bit. So I worked out that because you're using the number system now, so it's number 91 at the moment, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
And I worked out that's around 7.5 years.
Yeah, it is.
And I started as a subscriber about 4.5 years ago. And I can still very vividly remember my first one. It was the one with all the black markers, all different kinds of black markers. I loved it. I was absolutely hooked from the start. So can you still remember what the first box was? And have you got a favourite? And have you got one that you haven't liked as much as you thought you would?
There's
Three questions in one.
I can't remember the first, but I can't remember the suppliers exactly, but it was... the artist was Melody. I remember she did kind of like mandala, kind of rainbow mandala, and it was very different back then because there was no kind of theme or anything. It was more just kind of what cool pens, because at the start, the first box, I was like, I had nothing previous to base on, and it was kind of like what cool pens would I like. So I think there was a Copic marker. They didn't really go together. Well, it wasn't kind of themed or go together as much as they kind of do now. But it's called, there's Copic marker. I think there was like a gold and silver paint pen. There's a few different things. I think did we have the stick? No, did we have the sticker? Might have had the sticker. Yeah, probably had the sticker and the sweet and those kind of things are stuck around. But yeah, that was the first one. That was kind of exciting. But then I was only that was the first one from the Kickstarter, and I was printing all the boxes by hand, put the logo on, wrapping each manually, and then printing all the labels out myself for the first ones. So yeah, that was the first one was quite exciting. I've had lots of. I mean, there's been, like I say, 90. So there's been lots. There are some that I don't.
They can't all be up your street. They can't all be.
No, they're not all up my street, and because that's the whole point. It's like if it would just be kind of. I mean, like Steph was saying, there's a lot of teal-based colours. She was grilling me on that. It's like, there's no yellows, there's only teal-based colours, because that's my favourite colour, and there's the brown colour, and that's what we kind of do. So maybe I do, side towards that a little bit, and. It's pen-based stuff. I'm not really a painter. I'm more just kind of like a doodler, illustrator type thing. So but finance are more my kind of thing. I mean, obviously, the box I created with my artwork in is probably one of my favorites because of the colors and the kind of sort of supplies I normally use. But others, I really like the January 22, 21, the Karen Deco brush.
I know the ones.
With Roots was the artist, and it was got Creature Comforts, and it was like red, yellow, orange, and brown.
So I really struggled with that one. It's funny, isn't it? Love the paint. I just see with the colours, I think, for me, but it's very personal.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is it was different for me, but then I really like the way the pens were just kind of they're really like nice.
Really juicy and...
Yeah, they were. All the Karen stuff was, but those ones, and then they dried quite nice and matte and flat. Yeah. But then that's kind of still my kind of area in pens, and I really like the oil pastels ones we did. The Sennelier oil pastels.
I particularly loved that one because I got to win the 120 pack.
You did.
I won it. I couldn't. I actually nearly literally fainted. And then I cried.
I know. When I speak to, because obviously they generally send me a few sample colours, then we decide on the colours, and they send me a set of the colours.
Right.
And then I speak to the suppliers, and look, we normally do a competition every month to go along with the boxes. Is there anything that you guys would like to donate and things? And they're like, we can send you this. And some of the things that set came through, and I opened it up because it was in this lovely wooden case as well.
It's beautiful.
And you're like, wow. And I was like, do we have to give this one away?
I'm just
you drop it everywhere now.
It's huge.
I mean, it's so huge. I can.
It does look bigger when she holds it because she's tiny.
Yeah. And it was also the original piece by Julie Avisar as well, which I just was blown up. I couldn't believe. I made my year. That did.
Yeah, that's a good price. So that's what. We kind of like to give away if we can. Not everyone's. We like to give away a full set of the supplies, or a larger set of the supplies to somebody, and then if we've been working with the artists, maybe the artwork as well, which is been fun. So
anybody who hasn't already followed ScrawlrBox on Instagram, it's all in the description box. It's well worth it. Just to be honest, it's well worth following just to enter all the giveaways.
We do a giveaway every month,
what's going on.
Yeah, and even if you're not a subscriber, there's still stuff in there. We do a lot of kind of, we started doing weekly art prompts and challenges and things like that. So we're trying to, give more. You don't have to be a subscriber. We're giving away, tips and tutorials. We're trying to do more content, and that's what we're kind of the aim is kind of for this year or whatever, is to kind of how can we give more value to the customer by we've increased. I don't know whether you noticed, we've increased a couple of pages to the zine, so we've kind of doubling up on the tips and getting more from the artist, and we don't want to ever go down the kind of this is the print and this is how to recreate it. We don't want it to be a step-by-step how to, because then we just end up with loads of people sharing the same picture of different levels. There's more of a starting point and tips of techniques of how they do it, or sort of things, and then how to use the supplies, and then once you've tested out a bit, you can have the confidence or just kind of get going and create something new.
It's just getting you playing, isn't it? Just that jumping off point to get you
enough information to make it less daunting if it's stuff you've never used before.
And people do obviously copy the print, which is fine, go for it, and then maybe that would be your first, just kind of trying to recreate something they do with the lines they're making or the style, and then on the second piece, then you can kind of take that, what you've learned from that, and then put your own spin on it and things.
So when you I'm muddling all my questions up together now, but I don't know how long you've got, so and I'm not even watching the time, so you must tell me to shut up. Tell me to shut up if you.
I'll tell you to shut up.
You can tell me to shut up. So when you're planning a box, like how far ahead do you do it? What comes first? Is it the supplies or the artist or the manufacturer? And what about the sweetie? Who decides about that? Because I love how the sweetie always matches.
That's one of my favourite jobs, although sometimes it's more difficult than you think. But that
sounds like a really hard job, choosing the sweetie.
Lots of samples needed for that, I'd say.
Yeah, they don't send me samples. That's why I don't get those. I used to get all the leftovers, but that's now at the fulfillment centre, so they must be eating those. But it really depends. Sometimes I want to use a supply. For instance, oil pastels. I think we definitely started with the pastels then, and then we went looking for the artist. So let's use these Sennelier oil pastels, and we didn't pick the colour theme. Then we went looking for an artist, looking around, and then we found Julie, and then talked to her about would you use these? Yes, and what else did you use? What colours? So then worked on a colour palette, and then so we went back to Sennelier and chose the colour. Other times we find an artist that we want to use, and then say, well, what sort of supplies do you use, or what brands do you use? And then they tell us, and then either we go exactly with that, or we go for a different brand to kind of build the box around that. So there's different ways we go about it. So it
depends on, As young, you're never going to run out of ideas, are you? It's just, it's endless, I suppose.
No. When we first started, people who aren't in the kind of artist, like friends and family and things, like, why are you starting this? Aren't you just going to run out of stuff in like 6 months? Like, you've done all the pencils and things. It's like, well, I mean, I don't think we've repeated a few things, but not the main supplies, and it's more the style and we could always do different colors or different nib sizes or different brands, and that kind of thing.
Or just different combinations of things.
Different combinations. Yeah. And they're always kind of trying to, they're developing new little takes on things and ways to, a lot of things happening now with the pigments or permanence, light fastness. Everything's kind of, they're moving, everything's moving. It's the same kind of, it's the same pencil, but that pencil colors now change. The pigments more light fast. It's, more pigmented or, that kind of thing. So there's lots of different variations and combinations, like you say. So.
Yeah. Another thing, I kind of already started asking you about changes and things. Obviously, you've talked about some changes already. Like in the sort of more
more into the future, how do you kind of see things evolving? And would you ever consider, like, what's the word, kind of extending into different kinds of subscription boxes, like Crafter Box, Stitcher Box, Julia Box?
Yeah, people have always...
Do you know what I mean? Just always had to, you know...
No, it's not. I guess it's not my speciality. And also, I know other people do them. And it would be kind of... I feel like if I started doing other types of subscriptions, then it may, you know, harm this one so much, because we're only a small team, so we don't really have much resource to do that. You know, time is very precious anyway, so I barely have enough time to get everything I need done with ScrawlrBox. So there are things I need to do or would like to do within the ScrawlrBox, maybe kind of branch off and do, you know, like people always say, well, why don't you should do like a kids version of it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see that, but it's kind of would almost be the same thing. Kids can, people like buy them and use them with their kids at the weekend. And use them.
It's lovely when you see people get their kids doing the prompts as well, isn't it? And posting pictures of the kids.
People in chat now saying they started buying things for their kids and so on.
I'm not watching the chat at all. It's all going on. I've had to read all the chat up back afterwards.
So there's like so you can use, I mean, they're all safe to do so, but kids aren't really, I mean, essentially it's premium art supplies, right? So they are kind of artist quality stuff, so sometimes the kids might not get on with them well, or it might be a waste, you know, depending on the age of the child. And they're not really into the brands and things like that, because obviously they're not going to be buying them again. So it'd be more kind of like a monthly prompt, a monthly kind of challenge, and the supplies don't really matter as long as they've got like a full set of paints or pencils and stuff. I think. I've thought about that kind of thing, but there's definitely other kind of maybe kind of different subscriptions that we could go down within the art supplies thing. But at the moment, I'm just kind of trying to kind of control where we are at the moment and get the best out of what we've got. It's been quite a crazy few years with lockdown and supplies and raw mail. There have been various issues of
you've had a lot to deal with.
It's not been fun, and I mean, lockdown was great because everyone suddenly had nothing to do.
Lockdown was great for creativity, definitely.
So lots of people get into it, but then suddenly everyone, obviously, cost of living crisis, you know, people don't have as much money, and it's one of those things that subscriptions, it's not an essential item, is it?
It'll be one of the first things to go if
you know, all these, you look at all your things coming out every month and it's probably not one of the most essential, although some people would say it is, but
people seem to be surprisingly loyal. They'll keep going until just they're homeless, but they've still got the ScrawlrBox.
Put another jumper on, put a box on. We don't need to heat it.
I'm happy with that. But, so just kind of trying to see where we are with what happened in lockdown and where we're going now. What's happening in the world and where we're going to be.
See where it goes. And keep doing what you're doing really well. I've got one more question for you, Chris, if you've got time.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about the Kickstarter thing. And I did when I was researching, i.e. Googling you, I did see that, and I didn't realise that before, and I think it's brilliant that people can do these crowdfunding things and you know, get your idea off the ground. I think that's brilliant. So can you tell us like a little bit about like who were you before ScrawlrBox? What did you do before? Is this all full time now? And
I was. Well, I did. I went to art college. I actually did textile design at Falmouth College of Art, or it's now Falmouth Uni. So
that's where we lived down that way.
I love it down there. So I spent 3 years in Falmouth, did textile design, and after that I didn't really find they're all a bit commercial, what the jobs were in textile. So I ended up working as a junior graphic designer, which all my work's kind of graphical anyway. I did a lot of digital printing. Did a graphic designer for a company, an agency, and then worked my way up underneath some senior designers for a few years. then after I went traveling for a while, and then when I came back with my now wife, we wanted to buy a house and freelancing wasn't doing it for me anymore, so I wanted to do full time. So I ended up working for a furniture manufacturer, doing their graphic design in house. Then they kind of paid for me to expand my knowledge and do some marketing courses. I did a Chartered Institute marketing course, some digital marketing course. So, and that went really well with the graphic design. So as a designer and marketeer all at the same time, so I could have the idea, know where I'm going to send it, and know how to create it at the same time. So so that was
fits together really well.
And then on those courses, I think one of them did a talk from a guy, I can't remember his name. He was a really great chat. It's like an online course. And I think someone might be able to find the name of it. But he did, I think he sold like hot yoga trousers.
For when they do that sweaty yoga. Yeah.
Sweaty yoga, yeah. So he made some special like leggings or something for specifically, I don't know whether they made you sweat more or whatever, and then that was his business. He was doing really well with that. And he said, look, he said there's loads of people have ideas about businesses or, products and things like that. When they're in the pub, they say, we should do this or we should do that. But minimal people actually go through with it and do anything about it. I thought, and subscription boxes came into being a thing, and I wanted to subscribe to something like this, but there wasn't anything in the UK that I could subscribe to. So I thought, why don't I try it myself? I thought, well, if we can, I'd start it wasn't a Kickstarter, it's like a crowdfunder type thing. And if I can get 100 people to subscribe, then it's probably not just me who would be enjoying this. Yeah. I didn't want to start going to suppliers and say, look, can I have two? I've got 5 customers. Can I have 5 pens? It wouldn't be probably worth my time. So I thought if I can get 100, then it's probably worthwhile, not just me who's interested. And so I did the crowdfunder, and it's pretty successful, and then went on from there. And then it's grown ever since. So.
And it's the best.
And then at that time, I was still doing my full-time job. So I was still working this and then doing, because it was only small at that time, so I was able to do it in the evenings and weekends, but then it just slowly just grew and grew until I was pretty much doing 2 full-time jobs. Then
and then you've got to let one go. That was quite a leap though, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Now,
it's very scary.
Tom's looking at something on the screen, so I can't see your face. It's confusing me. I'm back. Sorry.
It's real scary, but I've got 3 kids, and my second 2 were twin girls. So when my wife was due with those, it was kind of, she's going to need some help at home. I'm working full time, so it seemed like a right time to kind of say, look, I hand in my notes, do it full time. I can work from home and help her out with the girls.
It's meant to be.
That was quite good.
Yeah. That's it's really interesting to meet you and hear a bit of the backstory behind it all. I'm not just saying this because you're here. It's just like ScrawlrBoxes, the best. It's the best one out there.
Yeah.
I just say
also it is. What a lot of people say on YouTube.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I'm really I'm so glad you did it. Yeah.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
I'm glad you went for it.
I'm really enjoying it still. There's some,
and that does show. That does show. I think that comes across really as well. There's and when watching you all on the live, when I was catching up watching it last week, it's just that does come across that you're it's a nice team. It's a nice and you love what you do, and that makes a difference. Well, I think we probably kept you for long enough, Chris. It's probably longer than I meant to keep you for. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
But it's been really interesting.
It's been great speaking to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. I'm sure
I will.
I've got to go and eat some dinner.
Oh, blimey, you're not eating it. Go and eat. And thank you very much for donating one of the prizes. So one of the ScrawlrBoxes.
Oh, that's all right.
The one I'm donating is the August last year one, the Sennelier oil pastel one.
You've probably got enough of those now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever, is it going to be a comments, a random picker from the comments?
People have entered on Instagram and Facebook, and then they have to type in !join in here, which in the live chat. So and then we'll draw it. We'll draw all three at the end of the stream. Yeah. So we'll let you know who wins. Sure. Thank you. Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah,
and thanks very much again.
Thanks very much. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Go eat.
Bye, guys.
Oh, he's a nice guy, isn't he?
Yes.
I didn't look at any of the chat during all of that. Well. I'm really sorry. I haven't
Yes, we didn't have much chance.
If anybody was asking us to ask Chris anything, we totally missed it. I'm going to go back and catch all his chat afterwards. There were a few things people were saying. I think he was able to see the chat as well, potentially. Yeah. He might go back and have a look afterwards as well.
It's obviously busy, man. Really we didn't have him all evening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what time he popped on now.
Yeah. But, and for those of you who don't know what ScrawlrBoxes is, there's a link to it. It's also in the description for this stream, and so it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And most of you probably already know what it is, but there's a link anyway.
I'm a huge fan. If you're looking for an art subscription box, you want to try one, and you're in the UK especially, because I don't know if there are any others based in the UK. I just think you can't beat it.
Yeah.
And I know some of the people that I speak to online have it. BB has it over in America.
Yeah,
Paula has it over in Australia, New Zealand rather.
It's funny you're saying one of the reasons he started is because he saw some things in America that you couldn't get in the UK.
Yeah.
And now people in America want this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hey, Thornius.
Do you know what I have done? Look, this is all I have done.
I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but
it's shameful. Okay.
Do you want a close up of it to make it look like more? That hasn't helped.
Make it look like more.
Yeah.
So how much would it be? Hey, Thornius. Carmel. There's two Carmels.
Box, yeah.
Lorna, I've already said hello to, I think. If I've missed anybody else, I'm really sorry. I'll go back and read all the comments afterwards. Katie, hello.
And for anyone who's joined during that exciting interview.
So,
we do have a Discord now that you can join.
Yes. And there's a channel you've put in, not a channel.
Yeah, channel.
A channel in the Discord that you've put
that doesn't seem to
in just now, where people can share whatever they're making along with me now.
Yes, we've got a nice little live stream follow along. So if you guys are, let's be honest, it's not follow along. They'll be ahead of you by now.
Yeah, if anybody's doing this,
live stream leading the way.
Leslie was all set up, and she'd got everything that I'd suggested bringing. I cannot cut through that scene.
Mandy, System Shock is a game. It was originally a game that came out a long time ago. This is a remake that's been made recently that Thornius and in fact myself we've been excitedly waiting for.
That makes sense then.
New sort of pre-release version of it.
So I feel like if I start stitching, this is going to take me even longer. So I think I'm just going to explain what I'm going to do with the stitching. So I have got a whole lot of these. Oops, I'm making a complete mess of my desk.
It looked so neat before you started.
It did. I always start neat. I clear up in between projects. Yeah. So I've got a whole load of these embroidery flosses. I was very lucky because I got given a load by a friend who was doing a lot of cross stitch.
Oh, yeah.
And so I will pick, that's the way I like to do it. You could pick a contrast, but I'll pick one that, more of a lemony yellow one, but kind of matches whatever it is I'm doing. And then I just stitch. I follow the line of stitching around. Really, really simple. And then I just layer it up with...
Excuse me.
I was going to pick out some more scraps of fabric. But say I might fancy putting this one on a sky blue piece. I'll layer it up together and then...
That's a nice combination.
Stitch around them both. Yeah, sky blue with the sun. And then I was going to stamp on it as well. So I think I'm not going to get into the stitching now because I think it's just going to be too time consuming. I'm ignoring Tom at the moment.
Well, do you guys want to see something funny, by the way?
No, don't make me jump.
Even when she's expecting it, it worked.
We had a round of applause ready, but we forgot to use it.
Oh, yeah.
We always forget to use it.
It's a well-deserved round of applause. It's for Chris, not us.
We might have to use it when three different people are going to win prizes at the end of this.
Yes.
So we've got 3 opportunities to remember. So what did I put on there? Shine. I'm going to just stamp shine on here. But like I say, you could, if you didn't have ink pad and these.
Don't drop them on the floor.
I've got little dinky sets of these. I meant to have them out to show you, but they're little dinky ones, which I got in the range for like 99p.
Yeah, surprisingly good quality considering.
Yeah, you can get quite... This one was... I think you got me this set from AliExpress, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
And then you just need an ink pad. Or you could
Video's
use...
getting glitchy for Dolores.
Feasibly, you could try... If you haven't got an ink pad, if you've got... not alcohol marker, something like a pigment marker, that because alcohol markers would dry too quickly.
Yes.
But if you used a pigment marker rather than a water-based one, I think it would be permanent, wouldn't it? Especially if you heat set it.
Yes, I suppose
so if you haven't got a permanent ink pad, try like a pigment marker or something like that.
Yeah.
I was going to type the number 4 on there for absolutely no reason. Whereas I actually wanted to type shine.
I'm impressed that you're typing it at all.
Well, as you know what I mean. As always, I will get bugger all finished during the actual live, but
24 in the Discord server.
you'll get the gist.
Yes.
So yeah, I reckon you could do, if you even had like, you know, a lot of us have got these kind of things like pigment brush pens. I reckon you could just carefully brush them onto the letters.
Yeah.
To save going and buying an ink pad if you don't think you'll sort of use it for anything else.
Yeah.
Personally, I think once you've got it, I've done that the wrong way up. Once you've got it, you do find uses for it.
Probably.
When your art journals and things. I'm going to have to do the next one deliberately crooked now to make it look like I did that on purpose.
The next letter for you.
Thank you, that's not it. Do you want to see what he was going to make me stamp then? And it's a good job I stopped and looked because I don't trust him. That would not have been funny.
It would though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But no.
Oh. Where's the trust?
Went out the window.
Oh, that would have been brilliant though, had you just not noticed. The perfect fitting message under a nice bright sun.
Shine.
You've got a nice bright sun.
I haven't stamped that very centrally or anything, and if I was concentrate, I could do an exclamation mark just to fill that gap.
If you did that at the start and followed it with the word join, then you could join the giveaway.
Speaking of which,
yes.
oh, let's see now what I should be doing. If I was being more careful and not trying to do this live, is just wiping carefully around the edges there so that you don't get those marks.
Squares. Sometimes those little squares look quite nice.
Yeah, you can just pretend you've done it on purpose.
And again, you probably avoid them more if this was still stretched on,
yes,
say, an embroidery hoop.
I am doing this under difficult circumstances here. I've got about 6 inches to work in. So yeah, so the idea would be now I might as well just cut this little piece. I would probably do, I think what I did with these was I did most of my stitching, all this little fiddly stitching around here. I say fiddly, it's just plain running stitches, and then this is a chain stitch.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I'm going to bother demonstrating a chain stitch now because I don't feel like this is the time or place to do it. But I'm very happy. If anybody wants me to do that another time, I'm happy to do it. But it's a basic chain stitch and a basic running stitch. And then sometimes what I like to do is whip. They call it whip them, where you take another thread, either the same colour or contrasting, and you just thread it around and around and around. So you just like put your needle. Have I done one there? Yeah, so there is a whipped running stitch where I've just like taken another thread and gone in and out, in and out, in and out. And so I do all of that and then layer it up on here and do one final row of stitching around to put them together.
Susan has been a lot busier than you with this. Do you want to see how much?
Let's see what Susan... She put it in Discord. Let's have a look. Oh, wow! What have you done that with, Susan? What's she used? some kind of inks or ink tents. Oh, is it Susan is doing the reverse colouring? That's the reverse colouring, isn't it? So what you with the reverse colouring, you get all the lovely kind of washy colours and stuff, and then you get a black or whatever liner, and you
make the picture after you've put the colours in, essentially.
Yeah. I'm making such a hash of this. Why do I always say I'm going to do this or that and think I'm going to do it? Because I know I'm lying. I'm lying to myself. I'm lying to my viewers. I made this too big now, so I'm going to.
Yes, I believe the Inktense pencils do say the name of the colour on them.
Oh yes, would you like me to tell you what colour that was? This was golden yellow.
Yeah.
I've got all 72 colours.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally went and bought the set again.
What a horrible accident.
But I have to say, I've used them. You know, I love my Inktense for lots of different things.
Yes, I keep telling her that people will be happy just to hang out here. She doesn't have to completely finish.
Yeah, I just feel like it would be nice if I did something, you know.
And now, of course, with the Discord, you can continue to hang out even when we're not streaming.
Yeah. Oh, and show what.
It does feel like I'm trying to push the Discord a lot, but that's just because we've spent ages setting up the Discord.
Yeah.
We'll be deeply offended if
you've been using Discord for a long time, haven't you? Because it's quite. That's what most people on Twitch would probably more like use Discord, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it was originally sort of quite a gaming-focused thing, but they've kind of tried to open it up to make it more appealing to everyone now.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicola James says hi. Nearly missed the live.
Hey, Nicola. Well, we've got about 3/4 of an hour, about half an hour or 35 minutes till we do the draw. So make sure you do !join.
Oh yeah, Zoe's a moderator on the Discord, so
yeah. So if anybody's out of order, Zoe can ban you.
Yeah.
Well, Zoe's more likely to be out of order.
She'll do you in.
So yeah, I probably would have less of a border than that, I expect, but it depends on what I'm doing with it, really. So I just think they make nice patches like on my journals, or you could even put them on bags, couldn't you? Or
yeah, nice
little kids' clothes and things like that, little kids' pinnies maybe, things like that.
More people
I'll probably cut that one down a bit. Yeah, I'm just too flummoxed doing this to be able to do the stitching. I just think the stitching is a slow, calm thing. So I'm going to leave the stitching for another day. I will post pictures of the ones that I do now stitched. So somebody said flower, and somebody, I think Paula said birdhouse, and can't remember who said, somebody said flower.
And I said to do the dog.
Which isn't there.
Yeah. Apparently Nicola got carried away watching the darts.
Darts?
Yeah.
I said darts, and just as Leslie typed, the darts.
You're about a minute late.
Zoe's drawn a dog.
Well, there you go.
Nicholas joined. Okay, so I'm going to put the threads to one side. I'll take them downstairs. And then after the live, I will carry on with those. So I'm going to do my bloom now. What colour flower shall I do?
Dog colour.
Crimson.
Apparently it was Christine that said flower.
Ah, Christine, I'll do a flower for you. So this one is called Red Violet. And it just doesn't look like brown or something there. You can tell that I've wetted it before, because the other thing you can do with it, if you use it with water. So if I, just out of interest, hang on, if I choose this bit of...
You suppose you don't need those questions anymore, do you?
No. So this is the Red Violet Inktense. And you can make it, you know, it's a pretty colour, and you can make it quite dark.
Turns out Gabby doesn't love you anymore. She won't join the Discord.
I want it to be on Discord. Oh!
And no, Dolores, unfortunately, the art supplies have not yet been made that can capture my true beauty. So it would be a waste of effort.
I haven't, and it might be interesting because I haven't.
You need a big piece of paper.
Since I was at college, I haven't drawn
a portrait from life. So, yeah, you would be a good face to do. All that beardage, it's quite challenging.
Interesting face.
I did draw a beardy man. It might be on the. I might have put it on the Facebook page. I don't know.
I mean, all beardy men look the same. So.
Another thing to remember: beardy man picture. I'll try and remember to put that on Discord as well.
That sounds like it's going in Zoe's channel.
I really enjoyed the beardy man. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth, because my old iPad won't let me run some apps anymore, so it won't even let me watch YouTube via the app. But if I go in via the browser, go in via Google or whatever you use, so if you go to the Discord website via the browser rather than try and use the app, it might let you. Might be worth a try.
Yeah,
so this is for anybody that hasn't seen what Inktense does. So this is just on paper now, not fabric. It looks a bit insipid like that, but look. Oh, and that's just quite a light. Look at the difference. And this is cheap copy paper. If you're doing it on nice paper, it's even better. And then look, and if you work on it a little bit, even though this is cheap rubbish paper, you can get it so you can't even see. You can't see the pencil lines at all now on that one.
Yeah, I found you need a lot less of the pencil on there than you initially think you're going to.
Yeah. And the other thing you can see that I've done on that one that I've now lost, so I'll try it on this one, is you can just go straight from this, so you can just take a little bit off the thing and you can just, just use it like a paint. So it's like, it's a really convenient.
Yeah, I have heard them warn that you should be careful using it on there. It can go into the core. Yeah, make it all crumbly.
I don't know, and it can also make it. I had one watercolour pencil that did it once, not Inktense, watercolour, that just would not activate anymore. And someone said to me, I wonder if it at some point had been used that way. The core had got wet.
It become permanent when it dried.
Yeah.
Or something.
Don't know.
Sharpen it and that should go away.
But I've been doing this for ages and never had a problem.
Yes, I have to say I've done it several times. The ones that I've got, and it hasn't been a problem. But be aware that allegedly it might.
Can't recommend it, but
is Johnny
never had
working?
A problem myself.
I assume Johnny must be working. Or
no, he
sleeping.
did say no. He's not. He's on holiday.
Oh,
he did say he was gonna. But he's gone to sleep. Forgotten again.
Obviously, he loves you.
Someone
less
give Johnny
than
a nudge. No, he might be asleep. He's had a lot going on this week, so. Okay, I'm going to do my flower now, and again, I'm just going to do it freehand, I think. I might start with the sunshine yellow in the middle first.
Oh, apparently Pepper typed the invite directly into the Discord app invite tab, and that worked.
Oh, right.
So a couple of people have had to do that, so...
so type the invite directly into the Discord app invite tab. Oh.
Yeah. So we get the link up there again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need the whole thing or just that bit after the discord.gg/. But yes, if you have the app on your tablet at all and it runs, you should be able to paste that into the invite thing and get it to work that way. A good tip.
If you're not able to do Discord, or you're not up for doing Discord, and you don't worry, I will still be looking at we'll still be doing the Facebook group as well.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, for anybody that doesn't know about it already, we just had the big reveal day for our Inspired by collab, which is inspired by Alice this time, and you're all welcome to join in by creating anything you like, not necessarily a drawing or painting. It could be any creative project at all. Actually, was it Susan? Was it Susan Thorburn that was on here just now? I think it was Susan who actually wrote a poem. That's the first time we've had a poem, and that's in the Facebook group. There's links to the Facebook. Well, if you go to the Linktree thing, it's got the Facebook group, the Facebook page. You need to make sure you go to the Facebook group.
Yes, is the
you could show that a minute rather than.
Yes, we do have. If I switch over to this and turn the thing back on. This is what the Facebook group looks like. If you're on a page that looks different, you're on the wrong one.
Yeah.
So look, if you're on that page, that's wrong.
Yeah.
This one that says group at the top.
Group
is the one that you can. And yes, Carrie, we do see you in Discord. Where's the thing? It's on the wrong. What's it? interact. So yes, we can now scroll through. As you can see, there's all kinds of interesting garbage in here. It's not garbage.
It's not garbage.
It's the
yes. So it's about Susan. So Susan's actually done a poem for it, and it's. I thought, oh, what a brilliant idea! We never thought of a poem.
Yeah, that is an unexpected, nice thing to see, isn't it? So you're not expecting it, so just
yeah.
Obviously, lots of people have posted some cool stuff in there. Very nice. Obviously, there's some stuff on the page as well, but only you can post on the page.
Yeah, if you go to the page, that's fine, because there's lots of stuff on there too, but you won't be able to post on there. It will only allow me to post on there. So.
Finger in many pies, yeah.
What's that?
Susan saying it was me, finger in many pies. Yes, as Zoe says there, Devil's asking what the difference between ink tints and normal watercolours is. Watercolours are watercolour in a pencil form, and ink tints are basically a solid ink.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the
name says it all, really.
Once it's dried, you can. But I mean, in some ways, you lose out on the ability to lift the watercolours.
Yeah.
But you gain the ability to layer things very easily. Yeah. And the stuff that's down there already won't move around. You can
as long as it's been wetted before. Yeah. I've heard people sometimes say, "Oh, it wasn't. It moved when I." No, it won't move. It means there was a bit there that you didn't activate.
If you press hard with the pencils, it's very easy to not activate all of it when it.
So if I went over this again now, oops, that probably won't move.
Yeah. Maybe a very tiny bit.
A tiny bit, because there will be bits in there. But if I really wanted to make sure it didn't. But I think what happens is sometimes people haven't fully, like here.
Yeah, some of that isn't actually activated.
And then they think but it won't. It won't move if you've fully activated.
So always make sure to do very light layers to avoid that happening. Or accept that will happen if you want to have some of the texture there.
Yeah. The other thing that's nice to do with it, and I did a cheapskate version, you can get these, like Caran d'Ache do these fairly pricey.
Oh, it's certainly pricey compared, yeah.
And I looked at one and thought, oh, can I show this? Do you mind if I put that back to
giveaway.
I looked at it and thought, it's like one of those chopping blocks. So I scrounged this one from Tom, this old one. So you just basically scribble. You can see where I've done it before. You scribble over here, and because there's a texture, it kind of collects some of the pigment from the pencil. And then you can just use your water, or I could probably do it with the alcohol gel as well. And you've got a palette. So I can now put that. I can just use that like a paint. So it's I just think it's a really convenient form of ink that I can carry around in my pouch, my wrap thing like that, or wherever I want to go. I love them. I'm a huge fan of Inktense pencils, and they last for ages. I mean, some of these I've been using a long time. The only ones I've replaced have been the black, I think. And
originally, one that you were very disappointed with was the white. You had lots of extra ones and didn't use it. But if you use them on a palette thing like that you were just showing there, they work a lot better in like the blocks and the pans. They work really well as is. But as the pencil, they don't seem to go down very well. But if you get the pigment off onto something else and then use them like a paint, it's a very effective white. It's like it covers surprisingly well as it dries. You actually covered a mistake
on your painting with it, didn't you? Because it was quite opaque.
It doesn't look like it's great as you put it on, but as it dries, it gets more opaque.
You've just got to experiment.
And you can then layer over it, and it doesn't do any nasty blue shifting or whatever. Surprisingly effective. So don't discount the white pencil if it hasn't worked for you. Try using sandpaper or
because the other thing I sometimes do with any kind of pencil, actually, as you can see, I've done it here, is use sandpaper. It doesn't have to be like this. It could be an emery board, to be honest. Just work it on there and then knock some of the dust off that it creates, and that makes like a pigment powder. I always love just trying things out in different ways.
They have gone up a little bit there. If it's 43 quid for 24 pencils now, that's gone up a bit.
Whoa.
They were more reasonable than that when I got
mine. I must have got a special offer. I had.
There do seem to be sales quite regularly.
I think the thing is to wait for a sale. That must be what I did. I would never have gone and bought 72 if 24 was 43 quid. Crikey.
I'll have a look, see if I see you in there.
I'm going to try mixing this carmine red with this with this purple. I'm going to mix it on here. I don't know how
you made it into the Discord just fine.
Who did?
Dinah Dawes wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yep, you're definitely in there. And that's just around all the time. So you can chat in there whenever. It's not linked to the live streams. We do have that live stream channel in there where you can post things that you're doing inspired by.
Yeah. If you look in the what's it called? The announcements bit, you'll see announcements will keep coming out when either myself or one of my collaborators, my fellow collaborators, our little group, one of us posts a video.
Yeah.
That will come out in there.
The first announcement that came out on that channel was one of Emily's videos.
And Emily didn't even know the Discord group was there then.
No.
We were just still playing around, weren't we?
Yeah.
My flower's a bit wonk. Oh, once again, I apologise for my workmanship, but I'm sure other people will take the idea and do amazing things with it.
No, they've seen how badly you've done and sworn off art
They
forever.
just won't bother.
So, well, if this is what can happen, then why are we bothering?
I don't know what it's going to look like on the camera, but it looks really pretty in real life, so you can kind of blend them. So I've blended some of the... I can
confirm it looks better in real life.
Yeah. I started with the red violet all over, and then I used a bit of the, what's this one called? Crimson, just at the bottom, and just sort of blended it out.
And Dolores, Discord is a sort of chat thing where we can all get together and talk as a community and all that kind of stuff. We set up a server.
Did you see when Tom was showing the screen just now, Dolores?
So you can see bring what it looks like. Can't I?
So it shows you sort of what to expect.
Why is that not working anymore?
I find it, now I'm used to it, I find it... Has it stopped working again?
Yes, yeah.
I find it more user-friendly than Facebook or Instagram in some ways.
It certainly can be, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like Instagram, you can only share certain types of files. It's difficult with... I wanted to share a Word document. I couldn't with Discord, you can share anything, really.
Just make that all big.
And it's not like it's not like this isn't like anybody's personal page. It's kind of just a group of us. It's a place for a group of us to get together and we'll all contribute. You know.
Oh, we got stuff. I didn't set up the welcome and rules thing. That was meant to be set up just to have the rules stuff in it and not people chatting in there. But I forgot to set that. So yeah, the main place we are meant to do chat is the general chit chat. That's where it's meant to take you by default.
So go into general chit chat. We'll talk about tomorrow. If people are still doing it tomorrow.
So we got this where at the moment it's all just us welcoming each other, but we can just talk about whatever in here. We've got the live stream follow along where people are sharing things. Emily's showing her stuff. Learn to draw car things. Very nice. Got one from Susan, one from Emily now.
Oh, wow. I know someone who would love that.
Yeah.
I always have to look at a Volkswagen van.
I'm not going to show this one that's got a message here, special steamy room.
Yeah.
That's Zoe's domain.
Yeah, don't go into a special steamy room unless you're prepared to see...
There's a couple of things, like there's the memes and links. This will also warn you that it may contain adult content.
Yeah.
I don't think it does at the moment. But in here we share various things that we found funny that we saw on the internet.
Yeah.
It's got the warning on there because some of them may technically be not safe for work. So it's just kind to warn you.
But to be honest, unless anybody's getting, racist or sharing porn or something like that, I don't want to be policing this and make it all,
exactly. It's general sort of, don't be an idiot rules.
But if it says not safe for work, you don't want to open it up on your screen at work just in case.
And we've got some...
I'm just showing that now and nobody's...
Yeah, no one can see it right now. We've got some fun and games things. We've got an AI bot, so you can ask it to generate images. Here I was annoying the birthday girl by saying... told it to generate a tiny old woman celebrating her 62nd birthday while an annoying son pats her head.
Yeah. For Tom, it
generated these.
An excellent extra place to annoy me. I love that little robot.
And then we've got this Gartic thing here where it gives us images and we have to guess what it is.
If anybody wants to have a go with the AI generator thing, everybody's got 25
Yes, I think by default it gives you 25 free images per person.
And then it will start asking you to pay for it. So, but I mean, 25 is a lot for...
Yeah. And if anyone ends up really addicted to it, you can actually just go to their Discord and do stuff for free in there, as many as you like. But there's just loads of other people. This, we've got our own little special thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Discord is kind of cool. It lets us do all of this stuff. It's different to the community tab because there's different things it can do. Like, it's got the voice channels at the bottom here. And anyone can just go any time. You don't have to wait for us to be there. You can go in there, other people can join you, and you can talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's cool. It can do video chats as well.
It's really like as if I invited you to join me in a cafe one day. Well, the next day you can go back to that cafe by yourself and meet some of the people that we were talking to yesterday, or not. You know, it's just
It's much more of a live experience than Instagram or Facebook.
I really think it will feel more like we're all getting to know each other more.
Yeah, or just hanging out and having a chat and stuff. Hopefully, it'll work out really well for people. And if anyone does have trouble getting things set up or whatever, if you contact us through Instagram or the Facebook group or something,
or just put a comment in here. At the moment, I'm getting all notifications, but I might change that if we get a hell of a lot.
Or if you have young children, they'll be able to sort it out for you.
Yeah, just ask a small child. Yeah. I'm moving on to the birdhouse now.
Let's go back so people can see what you're doing. You didn't miss much.
No. So I'm just gonna with this one. I'm gonna actually risk it and freehand this. It would be easier if I had this stretched a little bit now, but I think I can do it. It's quite hard to
blown your kids' minds by joining. Nice. Yes, children might be surprised that you have joined Discord because, you know, originally it was sort of for gamers and so on.
Yeah.
But it's not like that so much anymore. You can't get the app on your tablet.
Well, try it going through your browser instead of via the app, maybe.
Yeah. We might have to walk through some stuff at some point, not during the stream. Some of you have got more complex problems.
Yeah. But how are we going to walk through it if we're not?
Well, we won't necessarily be able to walk through it, but, you know, we might have to find some things that will help. We'll try.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never going to miss out on everything by not being on the Discord, because you're still going to be posting things on Instagram and Facebook and obviously YouTube.
I think it
would be a shame not to have all of you.
If we can come up with something that will help people to maybe join via the browser or something instead. I could post it on YouTube, so anybody's
do like a little step-by-step type of thing,
and on the Facebook group, just in case anybody wants to. But it's struggled because I would have struggled if you weren't helping me with it. Yeah,
probably. Oh, Gabby's installed Discord to see what it's like. Nice. She's not going to join your server though.
Why doesn't she like me?
I guess it's because you're bad at art.
That's probably what it is.
But no, she didn't say that at all. I am, believe it or not, lying.
Yeah. And you could have warned me you were going to do that, because if this wording is ruined now, it's all going to be your fault.
But if I'd warned you, people wouldn't have got to see that lovely little angry face that you just did.
I've got a sneeze coming now. Do you know, I cannot shake this blinking lurgy off completely. Yeah. That's been hanging around for weeks now. Hasn't it?
It has, rather, yeah.
If not a couple of months. It's not COVID, by the way. I did actually do a test, because I still got some tests.
It doesn't seem to be very contagious, because I'm fine.
Yeah, and John's not picked it up either. Very strange.
Apparently Gabe's going to come down and slap us both.
Okay, I'm going to see, because this is quite... I haven't tried doing this before, so I've just written that in the pencil there in my...
I was going to suggest that, Zoe, yeah.
What's that?
Old age might be the reason.
Pants on fire, Tom. Again, yes.
Mandy, you know me, I never lie. It's not in thread format, no. It's more... It's like this chat we're having now, essentially, but just always there.
Yeah. You can start a thread in there.
You can. I've never actually done that. I don't know how it works. but you can.
It invited me to create a thread earlier when I was replying back and forth to someone. It comes up and says, would you like to make this into a thread?
Yeah, I think it's quite a handy feature because when you've got like multiple conversations in one room, you can kind of branch off so you don't interrupt each other.
Yeah.
Zoe says she's sorry. I don't believe her. I don't think she's sorry at all. I think she's quite proud of her joke.
I don't know how well this very fine thing is working because I'm using a great big fat clumsy brush and I'm too lazy to dig out a finer brush, for goodness sake.
Wish you could do different font styles, Emily. You do get some control over formatting in Discord. You can use a limited subset of Markdown, but it'll only do things like bold, italic, underline, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
iPad won't let you join Discord with the message saying address invalid. You might need to try a thing someone else suggested where you copy the invite thing and paste it into the invite box in the Discord app. I don't actually know where that is myself. Also, I don't use an iPad, so I wouldn't be able to help you specifically with that.
I'll tell you what, I'll try it on my iPad tomorrow. Is it Nicola? I'll try it on my iPad tomorrow. My iPad is really old and won't even let me watch YouTube or BBC.
Yeah.
If I want to look at YouTube on it, I have to go in. I can't sign in via the app, so I have to go to it via Google, so I can watch it, but I can't sign in as myself. Yeah. I'll try doing that with Discord tomorrow and see if it does work. I'll do a step by step and see if it's frustrating, isn't it, when you.
Yes, it certainly can be. When you've got stuff that you're following the instructions, it doesn't work anyway.
I don't think that has been so successful.
Do you want me to quickly switch back so we can see?
I think this is just too fine to be able to do it, but what I'm going to do is let it dry and then I will stitch through that. I'll do a little
that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll do a little
maybe something, a slightly sparkly thread or something.
That would be good.
Bit of contrast with
and I'll stitch, but I'll get carried away and end up filling this bit with French knots, and I'll do a whipped running stitch around there and a couple of long stitches here, and just generally get carried away. And then I'll stack it up with, I'll probably use one of these colours because that'd be pretty with that.
Yeah.
To layer it up. And one like that would look really pretty on that particular.
Yeah, nice combination, isn't it?
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that one nearly done.
Yeah, just do a quick thing, show people. On the left-hand side of Discord, you'll see this plus that says add a server. If you click on that, it'll come up with this big thing asking you to create a server, not what you want. But down here it says have an invite already, join a server. And then the link that we get in chat when we type !Discord, if you copy that and paste it in this box here and press join server, it'll let you join that way. We might be able to change it so we can have a named link for the Discord. I don't know if we need to boost for that. But
there were a few options that it would give me if I was happy to pay to upgrade, but we weren't keen on that idea. As long as it's free, it's great.
Exactly. It's
it's great that it is free.
It is, yeah.
It's a really good little.
So yeah, that link there, the discord.gg/c4 blah blah blah. Copy that and paste it into the box, and it should work in theory. If not, don't know what else to suggest.
This is now going to be another place I'm going to have to check every day to see what's happening and make sure I don't miss out on anything.
Yes, that is true. I will be checking stuff as well, so you know.
Yeah.
And if you really need to get our attention for something, you can type at Arty Farty Annie.
Yeah, same as you would on Facebook or Instagram. It's
exactly, and it will then give us a specific notification.
Yeah, at the moment I've got all notifications, but that might change if it gets really busy. I might decide.
Yeah, and the notifications that you get at the moment is just a noise, and it tells you there is a message. But if someone does the at Arty Farty Annie, it'll have a big red number there.
It will call me specifically.
Yeah. Obviously, don't do that on every line, or she'll get very annoyed and ignore you. But you know. If you're urgently trying to show a thing and she's not seen it.
I could just sit and do this all night, you know. I've totally forgot. At the moment, I've totally forgotten that I'm doing a live, and I've just got engrossed.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, you've got 20 minutes left to finish it all.
Is that including? Oh, we've got 10 minutes really until we need to think about doing a giveaway.
Yeah. And yeah, technology in 10 years' time is going to be interesting. AI is starting to become more and more important in technology now.
We've enjoyed playing with AI, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We've had it writing stories recently.
Yeah.
Which is scarily good.
I tried to get it to do some music.
That wasn't
didn't
a
go
success,
well.
no.
Well, I was using a text-based AI to generate music.
Yeah.
It told me from the start that it's not going to work well because music is not text. And it was right.
It was right. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to be rubbish. Okay.
I tried to get it to do the opening bars to Beethoven's Fifth. Something simple.
All right.
Boy, did it get it wrong. AI is secretly a person in a room, yeah.
Yeah, very, very busy person.
Yeah.
I want to know, was anybody else doing a sync test? I think it's only Leslie has mentioned that she's doing a sync tensing. Leslie, are you doing this? How are you getting on?
Yeah. Did you get your aloe vera gel and everything?
Yeah.
Is it working for you? Because not all aloe vera gels are going to be exactly the same, I suppose, so one might work better than another.
Yeah, I mean, I had a hand gel that happened to have aloe vera, and so I used that.
Yeah.
And it worked reasonably well. And like I say, you know, the alcohol did work. I could demonstrate doing the alcohol because I've got some alcohol in this pot, haven't I? I'm risking ruining my birdhouse, but for the sake of experimentation, let's see. Might have a bit of colour in it from previous. Let's try. I've just got a little bit of alcohol gel on here. I see it's spreading more. Yeah. Now I managed to get that to work before, but it doesn't want to work now. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's creeping outside the line, which is not what we want. At the moment, though, the colour isn't creeping with it. And my theory is that the reason the alcohol-based things work, so like alcohol hand gel works to an extent, not as well as this, I don't think, but I think part of it is because it sits on the surface, unlike water, and also it evaporates away really fast and dries really fast. Whereas with water, it soaks in, spreads out, and takes ages to dry.
Yeah, the quick evaporation is definitely important there.
And therefore, the colour has time to go with it. Now, with this, although that did spread outside the line, you can see it's pretty much dried up already, so the colour isn't going anywhere.
And it's a small amount of spread, so if you wanted to do this and have outlines, it's a small enough amount of spread that the outline could cover the amount that it spreads.
Sometimes what you can do is, if you know it's going to spread, just go nearly to the outline there and allow for that spread. Or, like I said before, just let it spread and go with it, and you can get some really nice arty effects. You get some lovely kind of cloudy skies and rainbows and things with
mini
it.
tie-dye.
Yeah.
And as to whether Inktense or watercolour are better, it depends what you enjoy doing, really. I prefer Inktense because I'm not very good with watercolour things, having to worry about making things wet and ruining it again. It doesn't gel well with me.
I like the vibrancy of these, but there are some really... I use the... I've got this lovely set of Albert Dürer Faber-Castell watercolour pencils, and the colours of them were lovely. But it's not permanent. I can't use anything else then over the top. That's wet. So, and I can't even fix it unless I've got a spray fixative. I can't do a So these are I mean, sometimes I've used these, then I've used watercolour pencils as well, then I've used normal colour pencils over the top of that. You know,
they do have a fair selection of greens,
massive. The blues and greens bit, I mean, I've got them all. So here are, these are the sort of more blues that I've got, and then you go into the whoops.
It's enough greens to satisfy even Johnny.
I've left one behind, but those are the good. And some of the turquoisey blues. And I've got these. I've got 3 of them out here as well, so I thought some of them were missing. So the blues and greens, and the pinks and purples are gorgeous as well.
And there are some other colours in the newer pan things as well that aren't in this set of pencils. Also, I think the pan ones are almost all light fast, whereas some of those aren't.
No. Yeah. I mean, Chris was saying just now, doesn't he, about things being light fast and stuff, and I don't. All that technical stuff just bores me. I don't.
Yeah.
But for people who are selling their work or they want it to last,
most of your work, you don't really care what it looks like in 100 years.
No, because nobody else will. It's just inside my art journals or in my sketchbooks or whatever. And
but yeah, it sounds like Derwent have been working really hard on the light fastness of their pigments, which is cool.
There we go.
Oh, you think you managed to get in there? Excellent.
Who's that?
Yep, you're in there, Tracy. Excellent.
Yes. Was it Tracy was having the problem just now? She's now got in. Well done, Tracy.
Excellent.
You cracked it.
Oh, there's my battery running yet.
We never did book your taxi, did we?
Oh no, we should do that.
You're gonna have to stay over.
Not happening. One thing that is that can be a problem that shows that watercolors do still have a place.
Yeah.
Is Inktense, as the punny name suggests, are very intense.
Yes.
It is harder to get that sort of watercolor look. You can kind of do it.
You're better off if you want that. You're better off doing something like this and really watering it down before you go. Don't scribble it. If you want it really washy, don't scribble on and then wash it.
It's very difficult
really
if you've drawn it straight onto the page to get it to be a light wash. But you just have to do very careful layering for that, because to put enough water in there to put the thing on, and then you suddenly get the page very wet. But watercolour pencils and watercolours in general do still exist, so
I can't go back over it now.
yes, using the pans or blocks and watering it down does mean you don't need to do the midway step of creating a pencil.
If I put the Odas on, I've lost me. There it is.
And Graphitint, they're nice, but they're all very muted colours.
I love the texture that they make, though. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If I wanted to line these up, I'd have to put a line up, because I could see that line on my cutting board through there. But I have to get my head over it, and I can't at the moment.
No.
So I could make these line up if I wanted, but I'm going to do it crooked on purpose again, I think.
Yeah. Well, we're starting to approach giveaway time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry not to have actually completed even one thing, but...
You are not forgiven.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Oh, no.
But
She's ruined it all, guys.
I'll be interested to see how Leslie got on.
Yeah, there's been a couple more submissions from Susan in there as well.
Hang on.
I don't think they're things to do with this. There are the pieces, but
oh, look
very
at that
nice.
Feather. Heart without dreams is like a bird without feathers. Oh. Yeah. Dream like they will all come true. Oh, that's lovely too. I love that silhouette of trees. Oh, look. Oh, look.
Very nice.
Police dog.
That is adorable.
Oh, his little face. What have you done that in? Is that in just straight... Is that ink? Just black ink? Oh no, because she's got the alcohol markers or something there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, adorable.
So yeah, we've got last minute or so to join.
Yes, if you haven't joined
already.
the giveaway.
If you have, it'll make no difference. But...
Hey, Fuzzy!
Hey, Fuzzy!
Fuzzy, if there's any chance at all that you want to win a ScrawlrBox or an art journal wrap, type !join now. Who is it? Leslie said that if her name comes up, Chris can have it. I don't know if she meant the ScrawlrBox or the Rabble. Both. Whatever, she just said.
Yeah.
It's nice of her. Chris has been very quiet, actually.
He's given up trying to join because it wasn't working.
Oh, trying to join Discord?
No, he's given up trying to join the giveaway because he knows he'll lose anyway.
Oh.
I'm just, he hasn't said that, but I'm guessing that's the case.
Right, let's put that away. I've trashed my desk again. It's from trying to work in such a stupid small space.
You've done art.
Yes, I've made...
By trashing your desk.
Created a monster. Well, I need to cut this down a little bit. I want it to be dinky. I actually nearly wet myself then.
Just like a cartoon.
We set the dog still.
Doesn't take much to set it off barking.
Oh, that was...
Oh. Now we got next door's dog barking now.
Excellent. Screenshot the reaction. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Seriously.
I waited until you put the scissors down at least.
Well, that's very thoughtful. Now look what you've made me do. I've ruined it. It's not your fault. Can't use that as okay.
Well, there's a highlight.
Yes. There's Leslie. Leslie, she wants the wrap. Chris is a he, not a she. That's what confused me when you said she. But he definitely wants the wrap.
I should imagine so, yes.
He's recently taken up art, so I know he would make good use of it.
Yes.
Well,
he does very good
photography.
photography.
Other things. He does amazing photography. Yeah.
You've used it as photography.
You'd never think he's just started taking up art, actually.
No, very good at that.
Yeah.
It's because it's so easy.
Oh, shut up. I've lost all the things.
Well, Dolores seems to be on your side, but there's a lot of people who found that funny.
Thank you, Dolores. With nobody else, I'm ignoring you. Now I've lost my... Oh, no, I haven't. That's all I've done. I haven't lost anything.
It is easy, Zoe. You know it's true.
Should I put one of these on a green? No. Maybe that would be nice on a green. Nah.
No. Not that green, at least.
Okay, I'm just quickly cutting this because I just have to.
Ooh.
Stay cutting.
Thorny's got his birthday package finally. Ordered it on the 10th of last month.
Thornius.
Yes. He and Fuzzy have a birthday one day apart.
Is that going to be your best present, Thornius, the one you bought yourself? They
Always.
often are, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I still need to do the stitching on these, which I will do and post all over the place.
Well, you've got negative 3 minutes until we start doing the giveaway.
Okay, we're going to start doing the giveaway now.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So
The bit we've all been waiting for.
the giveaway thing is now
Oh, I need the loo now.
close, I suppose.
So we're going to do this 3 times as
Look at
well.
that, you're in there 100 times. While I was setting the thing up, it was accidentally... The bot was joining the contest itself over and over again.
Yeah, we couldn't work out what was going on, and suddenly the penny dropped. Just trying to get a pen so I can write down names here. Trying to get just a normal pen. Okay, my kingdom for just a normal pen. Oh, here we go. This one will do.
I think that's everyone on there, yeah.
And you've taken out the...
stuff. Got to do the duplicate thing now.
Look who's first on there, Chris.
Of course it's Chris.
Can everybody see that I'm doing this?
I've no idea. Oops, 6
You can
duplicates
see.
removed.
This is in last month's ScrawlrBox. I love it. It's all
recycled bottle.
yeah. It's made out of 3 recycled bottles or something, and I love how they even made the label and everything. They make it look like a bottle, don't they?
Yeah. So, yeah, 6 duplicates removed. I'm going to guess they were mostly Chris.
It might have been mostly me, probably, because we were testing.
Oh no, I deleted all those manually.
Oh.
You're not joining at all. You don't get to win your own stuff.
No, I
That's
don't get
cheating.
to win my own stuff. It would be a bit pointless.
Yeah, would rather. But yeah, it looks like most of you are in there, so let's find the right.
Oh, I should have had the ScrawlrBoxes here.
Yeah, why don't you?
Because right this moment, I don't know what I've done with them. Well, one of them I haven't got here because, of course, that's going to be sent direct from ScrawlrBox. The other one is the Fenelier one, which must be in the other room because I moved stuff out of the way. It's not the one that I originally got. I did buy this one specially. So it's got everything in there. It's not been opened, except to take the sweetie out because I thought the sweeties might go funny.
Yeah, probably a good plan. You don't have to ruin
I wasn't
the whole
sure how
box,
long I was
do
going
you?
to keep it, so I took one for the team and ate the sweetie. But the rest of it is unopened. Oh, that was the stool on the floor.
It was. Oh,
Shut up.
stinking little hobbit.
Chris has joined again. Too late.
Unfortunately, it's too late. Yeah.
Leah's joined again. It's too late. Zoe's farted.
No, I think she might be calling one out rather than. Oh,
Emily.
Oh, grow up, Emily.
I'd forgotten we've got the window open. Now we've made the dog bark. I'm worried that we've been really noisy.
Yeah.
This last 2 hours.
Okay, so. Ooh,
Are we ready? Are we ready? Set the wheel spinning. Now you might not see your name on there because it's one of these infinite things. So
yes,
this
wheel is about 3 times that size.
Yeah,
it hides
but all
the
the
extra
names are
under
there. All the names are there. And if you've entered on Facebook and Instagram as well as tonight, you'll have 3 chances of winning.
Yes, and Mandy, that noise was her doing a very gross fart.
Because it made me jump.
Let's, my fault, is it? Let's do this.
Have you got to do
spin. It does
its own noise,
thing,
doesn't it?
Okay.
I just like making them up.
Oh, it's got into the Facebook section. Looks like it's going to be Susan.
Susan! Yay! Well done, Susan.
Whee.
So, what I haven't. Oh, well, I suppose we'll do it in order. Whoever goes first, wins first, gets to choose which they have. So, Susan.
Yes.
I hope you're still there. So, Susan, would you like the Sennelier Oil Pastel Scrawler box from last August? Or a mystery Scrawler box? It's a previous box. We don't know which one. Chris will be sending that. Not this Chris. Chris's Scrawler box will be sending that directly. Yeah. Or a custom-made journal wrap. Which would you like? And then the next person can choose which they like. And the last one.
Oh, Susan is here. That's good.
Yeah, I saw her say yeah when it first... it might be a bit of a lag, so we'll give her a second.
Yeah.
Please don't have the... Oh, glad you want that, Susan. So
she wants the consolation prize.
Susan, I will contact you. I'll contact you via Facebook because I need to get your address, and also to ask you if you've got any preferences for colours or if you'd like a particular word or whatever included on there. So yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. So I need to write this down. So it's Susan Thorburn, and I know she's on Facebook. So
yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
Still got a chance yet, Chris?
Maybe next birthday. So that is the wrap. So I need to contact her on. Right, okay. So now we're going to go again, and then the next person can choose which they want.
Yes.
Sennelier or mystery.
Yeah. Susan's Facebook entry has been removed automatically, but she's entered through other means. Still got another chance of winning another prize.
Got another chance because of the YouTube entry.
So let's go.
Here we go.
Beware, there's going to be a noise.
I'm ready for the noise.
Don't jump out of your skin.
Oh God!
Oh, blank bit. We're in the Instagram section this time. Now, not that wrong. How are we going to ask who wants to win this thing?
Oh, because we don't know.
Yes.
But I know that's Diane.
Diane, okay.
And Diane has already got a wrap. Because that was Diane earlier on.
Okay.
I'm sure that is Diane. Yeah, look, she's there, so she's still here. Diane, I think that's you, isn't it? Is that you? I get, because it's so hard when people have got different names on different platforms.
It is a problem, yes.
Just need to, whoever is, if not, then we'll let the next person that wins choose if they happen to be here. And then the other person will get whatever is by default.
It's a scroll.
It is you. I thought it was you. Yeah. So, Diane, would you like the Sennelier Oil Pastel Scrawler box, or would you like the mystery Scrawler box? Presumably now Chris knows that I'm doing the Sennelier one. He'll send something other than that.
It'd be funny if he did.
The mystery box. So this is... what was her thingy name? It's Diane. I know it's Diane, so I'll find her on Instagram.
We can sort that out.
It was Diane I did the swap thing with, so yes. That's why she's already got a wrap. That's funny, isn't it? Mystery box. So I'll have to get in touch with you to get your... Well, I already know your address because we've done the swap. So if it's all right with you, I will pass that directly to Chris at Scrawler, and they'll send it to you directly.
Yeah.
This is open internationally, but so far they've only gone to the UK, haven't they? So let's see where the next one goes. Last time we had one go to Belize.
Yes.
It's like, oh.
It's never stopping.
Deb Wrigley.
Hey.
Are you still there, Deb? I did see she was there earlier on.
Yeah.
She'll get the Sennelier box.
Yes, not much of a choice left there.
Deb Wrigley. Need to
Yeah.
let's see if she's still there. If by chance you are there, Deb, and you really don't want a Sennelier box because you don't like doing art or something, just say we can always roll it again. Because somebody might go on the next they wanted to wrap and wouldn't want or hates oil paper.
Yeah, I suppose.
If that's the case, say so and we'll roll it again and give it to someone else.
But if you,
otherwise, I'll get in touch with you.
if you don't do art, maybe have the box anyway and try it.
Yeah, try it
Find out that you do.
Try it out. Or find someone.
Yeah.
Someone you.
I don't do art because it's too easy. But you know.
So much. I never win anything. Excellent.
Oh,
I love it. I always used to say that, but I've had a real run of good luck recently. I always used to feel those people that said I never win anything.
You use your luck up in big chunks. Like you won that thing and something else at the same time, and then all of your computer stuff died.
And then yes, that is true. yeah. Well done, everybody. So Susan won the wrap, Diane won the mystery box, and Deb won the Sennelier box. So where are you, Deb? Where's this going to? Which country? You don't tell us your address on here, for goodness sake.
Yeah, don't go giving your details out in the public chat. That would be a terrible idea.
Oh, that's really exciting. So we're 2 minutes past when we were going to stop.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for making this such a fun one again. It was brilliant. In the UK, they're all going to the UK.
Well, that's nice and easy.
Yeah.
I feel like you've ripped it.
It's quick and I haven't got to worry about... it is a bit of a worry when you send things internationally. But last time, one of them went to Dawn in Belize and got there really quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, recently, the Royal Mail strikes means it's slower to send stuff here than elsewhere.
Yeah, but then there was that... Were they hacked or something? There was, for some reason, International Royal Mail... just had to stop for a while because they had a cyber thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you so much, everybody, for making it really, and commiserations to Chris. You've all, as always, it just wouldn't be any fun if we were just sat here talking. Well, it would still be fun if we sat here talking to ourselves, but it's much better when you all join in. And thanks for joining in with the Discord as well. I'm really excited to see how that goes. I think it's going to be really fun.
The after party is in the Discord.
Yeah.
If there's any of you who still can't join, leave a message in the Facebook group or something, I guess, and we'll see if we can help you through
in the Facebook group or in the comments under one of my videos, because I do look at those most days, or on Instagram. Just message me one way or another. And if you're still struggling and you want to get into Discord, not big and it's not clever.
It's funny.
Nighty night, everybody.
Night, everyone. Thanks for joining
it's still
us.
saying, remember, you can type join in the chat to enter the drawer. No, you can't.
You can type it, but it's not going to help you.
I'm going to go back and watch this all through again and read all your comments. I love doing that last time because you miss so much.
Yes, apologies for any chat messages we've missed. But a lot of the stuff that we missed is people talking amongst themselves, a little community thing.
Which is really nice.
Which you can now do in the Discord.
Okay, thanks everybody. We're going now, and please do post pictures wherever, and tag me to make sure I see them if you have got any of these things or anything else you were doing this evening. I'd love to see.
Yes,
that's all we've got to say, isn't it?
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.